promise tomorrow, and it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. We ain't promised tomorrow.
Good Bless.
Man,
my man Buddha Bless.
I go by the name of Buddha Bless, and this is
Brother Mikey.
Yes, right, el brother. And this is episode 1, yo. Brother Mikey and Bless in the green room. You heard?
Yeah, we've been talking about it. We've been talking about getting this podcast started. Been getting a lot of feedback from people that, you know, enjoy our convos and shit, you know, and it's time. We here.
We do a whole lot of talking to people on that road, man. We got to bring this to the masses in in group form where everybody can hear this, man. It's not fair for small groups to hear it.
Yeah, and the conversations are important, man, and super necessary. Super necessary.
Right. There's a lot of hurricanes, a lot of storms, a lot of shit going on.
There's one coming right at us right now.
On the way.
Milton. It's already at a category 5, right?
Big Milton, yeah.
Wee.
Big Milton. It's not no small storm at all, man.
Yeah.
I mean, neither was the last one. That Helene, I don't know how to pronounce, but death toll is very, very high, yo.
Yeah.
Send prayers out to everybody.
Prayers out to the families that lost people and property and homes and everything. You know, it's big tragedy, man. Big tragedy, and it's always those ones that come from that Gulf, man. Katrina came out the Gulf. Usually when they come out, I mean, it's not that we take them light, but in Florida, man, we got hurricane season, and hurricane season is almost all year round. It feels like, right?
Yeah. We used to it.
So every year, the news is telling us you're gonna die. You know, so it's not that we take it lightly. We just become accustomed to certain things. But this category 5 coming out the Gulf of Mexico is scary as shit, man.
Nah, this one is a little scary, scarier than most. We be like, we'll just overlook things and I mean, it starts to get real when you see people in like all your local shopping malls and you know, all the stores, no water, no toilet paper, no things like that.
I was in I forgot what store it was yesterday. They were doing 2 per person. Dude, and it was already getting rowdy. People start taking shit out of each other's carts. I mean, you know, society gets crazy when the news tells you to panic. But this one here is some serious work.
Right. That shit starts to look like a Black Friday fight or something, man.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Stay safe, man. I hope you should be prepared anyway, though. You never know. Prepare for the worst.
Dude, you know, and the crazy thing is I'm never prepared, B. Oh, man, it's crazy. I don't know why, bro. I'm never fucking prepared. It's like my windows are bare.
Yeah. I just saw my neighbors boarding up their windows like, I should probably do that.
Yeah.
I'm just driving by.
It is wild.
And people keep calling me.
Yo,
hey,
we were in Chicago when we just came from that Naco show at Chicago, and on the way down, this hurricane was supposed to hit Florida. The Helene. Right. What is it? Helene.
Yeah.
And I had a few people call me and was like, "Yo, just stay up here and everything." I'm like, "We got to get back to our families and shit." And for real, you can't hide from Creator, man. You know, so we get down to Florida. The skies are blue. It was like crazy. You know, it veered, and it really wreaked havoc in the Midwest. That's crazy, bro.
Right around the parts where we were at.
Yeah.
So, I mean, had we stayed bunkered down anywhere up there, we probably would have got really. I don't know. You don't know what happens, but the variables is something to account for. You cannot run from destiny. I run from Creator. We just saying that.
Fact.
Yo, man.
We're here like bracing ourselves basically, but because it's supposed to. Oh, the crazy thing is my mom's is flying in Wednesday morning. If the flight even happens, you know what I'm saying? So
you think this is natural, dog? Yeah, making this happen,
bro. I mean,
put on your tin foil hats, guys. It's time.
You know, I was on Facebook the other day and somebody had mentioned the conspiracy part of it, and then somebody else got mad. Like, there's people dying, and it's a fact. There are people dying.
There are.
But that's not any disrespect to question where these things are coming from. Just like in Hawaii, those fires in Maui. I even spoke to people that were there at Maui. Even Sam Frampton was on Maui during the fires. You know what I mean? And a lot of people see the land grab, you know? So there's a lot going on up there. You heard about the lithium and and the crystal mines.
I did, man.
So there's a lot of red flags. There's a lot of red flags, and you know, and then
you should question everything.
Yeah.
No matter. I mean, it has detrimental things that have come with it, but that doesn't mean we should stop wondering where this comes from, or is this natural? Is this things like this being sent to us, or what? You know what I mean?
And there's patents. There's actual patents that you can look up for weather manipulation stuff that they already have patents for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, you gotta be aware and question things. And also could be global warming. So it's not to take away from that. So a lot of people, what the debate that I'm seeing is like, oh, you're ignoring global warming, or oh, you're ignoring, you know, the government possibilities and all of this stuff. Yeah. But it's like, that's part of the whole division. They got us divided. You know, I hear everybody out, man. I hear everybody out. There's a lot of valid points.
Two things can be true at the same time.
Yeah.
And really having conversation like that, that's what pushes the needle forward, man. We can't be just sitting out here wondering and not asking the questions. Tough questions, tough conversations. That's what get us to the next step.
And how many things that people thought were just conspiracies turned out to be true?
Right.
A lot.
Right. A lot of the conspiracy theorists lately, they being proven right.
Yeah, before you find before the powers that be admit the truth.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy.
That's a fact.
It's people talking about it. There's pressure that's applied that make them have to give us nuggets of truth.
Yeah.
But if we don't apply that pressure, and how is that? Through questioning. Through looking at evidence. Why do you have patents for this weather manipulation shit if you're not going to use it?
Exactly.
And where do the tests begin? Because when you're an inventor, you test your shit at home.
Yes, a fact.
So they testing it at home. It could be, you know, allegedly, again.
Yeah.
Because it could be global warming. All of this, you know, it could be. It could very well be.
That's true.
Once they start messing with the system, with the natural law of everything gets off balance, and this world is off balance.
I've seen in the last few years, like catch like an earthquake where it isn't supposed to be, or hurricane hit New York. Or like these things are out of place. It seems to be more frequent. They seem to be more severe. More people. The body counts are higher. Every time I see a storm, it's like, well, this is the worst storm in recent history and things like that. So I don't know what's going on right now, but I know it's a weird time. Interesting time to be alive, y'all.
Whether it's weather manipulation or global warming, we got to all face the facts that we all have a hand in it. Either way,
right.
We all have a hand in it.
That's very true.
So fighting amongst ourselves, fighting against each other is not fixing any problems. You know what I mean? And I'm a firm believer that if you don't agree with shit that's spewing out of my mouth, go that.
Right.
Go that way, man.
Right. That, I think, like that's on cancel culture and shit like that. You don't like it, change it. You don't like my speech, don't listen. You don't like my videos, don't watch. If you don't like my music, don't listen. Like, you do not have to subscribe to stuff. You know, and tearing people down is not the answer.
Yeah.
Like, let people live their life, have their perspective. Everybody is not the same. You know what I mean?
And it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword because as we live life, opinions change. My opinions have changed throughout the years, throughout the decades. My whole way of life changed when I had children. Right. So nobody stays the same forever. And then as your opinions change, you might have caused some fucking damage that's going to affect you now. You know what I mean? It's a double-edged sword. We all do cancelable shit. From what they're holding, you know, what they consider cancelable these days.
Yeah, you're right.
And stuff. Because it's like, I don't believe in cancel at all. I believe that you shouldn't. Why are we giving the wolf sheep's clothing? That's what we doing when we do this shit. We giving the wolf sheep's clothing.
I like that analogy.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
I like to recognize the fucking wolves, man.
Yeah. See them coming. You know what's
Show me your fucking true colors so that I could see the poisonous snake. You know what I mean?
Right. Everything is not kumbaya all the time.
Most poisonous animals, not all, but most poisonous animals are beautiful, colorful as shit, right?
Yeah, you're right. They let you know.
You know.
Like,
dog.
there's something going on over here. This ain't regular. That's real.
It's like that. I don't subscribe to giving the wolf sheep's clothing and shit.
I
You
like
know?
that analogy.
Yeah.
People doing half of it, more than half. I'd say 90% of the shit that I hear out of people's mouths, whether it's on video or in person, is bullshit.
Yeah. I watch actions.
That's what speaks. That's what speaks these days, man.
I watch actions. And that's the whole thing. When somebody's telling you to be angry at something, pay attention to what they're pointing out. You know what I mean? And come up to your own conclusions and shit.
I heard you say that the other day. I was listening. I'm like, damn, dog, that's right.
There's a lot of people because nowadays we don't research shit.
Yeah,
We just let our emotions take over. And then if I know, hey, man, this guy's emotional as fuck, I'm gonna charge him up.
Yo, that's real.
You know what I mean? Because that's the
super
goal
real.
is to just charge everybody up and get everybody reacting emotionally, man. And not be a damn hypocrite to do that when I sing against it.
Why is everyone so invested in your emotions? You know what I mean? Like the highest commodity today is data.
Yeah.
It's not even anything physical. You know, you can't even touch anything. This is worth the most. That it doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everything kind of is like that in this world, man. Even when it comes to streams and coming to listen, like we don't own shit. I heard Buju Banton say, so if I don't pay my cell phone bill, I lose my music.
Wow.
It's crazy. What are you actually purchasing and shit now? You don't own shit. We don't own the movies we watch. We don't own the music that we bought.
We don't know the music that we make at times,
music
man.
you
Look at how
make.
the streams, you don't get paid shit on the stream.
That's right, yo.
You don't get
so
paid
buy some
nothing.
CDs from your favorite artists, buy vinyl, buy merch, support the shows, dog. If people listen, man, this shit is hard out here and getting harder for artists. For someone to be creative, you almost have to have 3 jobs and still be an artist.
I was talking to Dixon that last time we did the show with Dixon Violin.
Yeah.
And he said, I got in the music industry to sell T-shirts. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, wow, I didn't even think of that. It's like if
that's what Conway the Machine said.
Yeah, if you can't push merch, man, you can't stay afloat, man.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
Yeah.
I definitely heard Conway say that. He said, I didn't mean to get rich off of merch. I jumped into the music industry and started selling T-shirts. I was like, yo.
The way they built the industry and the streaming and everything, it's like it's almost impossible to get paid off of your music.
Right, it is, and getting harder. Like there's really
and there's people
meaning.
doing it. It's not impossible, but you gotta have the craziest work ethic. And it's a young man's world.
Yeah,
it's a young man's world. You know what I mean?
I dig that. But there's people that are older. There's like, I like the niche crowd of people who don't subscribe to the streaming services. They go direct to consumer. And it's easier to go direct to consumer now.
It is, but you got to have that following. You gotta build, that's why it's them older school people that already have that following. You've already toured. You've already sold millions of albums, and now you're like, I'm not putting my shit on streaming services. You want to hear my shit, you go to the website.
Yeah, that's what it takes. It really takes to be it takes to be hand in hand direct with people. Like you can't do that. You could do shit from a computer. You know what I mean? There's certain shit like that, like building a core of people that are like, oh yeah, I did see him that one time in the restaurant. We had a good time together, or yeah, I met him on the basketball court. Or this is somebody putting in the work. Yeah, that's building a core. Some people that feel like they actually know you, they've actually seen you, they know what this person is about, and they'll spend the money. They spend the money on
it's easier
on the
to have
merch
that
and shit. You know?
It's easier to support somebody when you having an exchange of words and actual fucking human energy and contact than it is to like, oh, here's this fucking link.
And
like I just
it's
had
less
to
based
do
on the masses as well. You know, like instead of having to have 3 billion streams, like you can have 500 core fans, dedicated family. You know what I'm saying? Fans where you call fam that actually know you engage with back and forth, and that's a different ball game.
It's like not even to be like bragging or nothing. Like my social media numbers are low as fuck. And when I go to do a show though,
right,
the crowd, the real world numbers don't match the social media numbers.
Putting bodies in buildings. And what I see, especially in hip hop lately, is the reverse of that. It's like inflated streams, inflated numbers and views and all that shit. And you can't get bodies in buildings. People won't come sit and listen to your art or watch you do what you do. So like the math ain't mathing. and you know, in our case, shit is the reverse. You know what I'm saying? Like the internet numbers don't reflect. And I think real life numbers.
I think also a big part of that is the way we built it without even knowing how we was building it. That we were all right. There's a difference between coming and doing a show or bringing value to a festival, right? And when I started having these conversations with people that were telling me what my music was doing for their life, then I'm like, dude, this conversation is bringing value. So because you can sing a song, but how many times have I seen artists go do a set and then the fans that support you are waiting to just have a word or a picture and they bolt right off the stage. I collected my 50,000 and boom, right off the stage. Yep. And it's like, bro, I like to be available because one day maybe I can't.
You never know. You know,
maybe one day I can't give that type of attention to, but as long as I can.
Most of us, I believe, start doing music and things like that and in hopes of getting love from fans and having those chats and conversations, and then somewhere along the line that shit is lost in translation and things become all transactional. You know what I mean? Like, and that to all you musicians, aspiring artists, or people that are moving, or even if you made it, even if you one of them people that got them billions of views, like, stay connected to the people. The people make you, and without the fans, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
On some real talk. Without the people, we are nothing. Artists is nothing.
It's like a lot of people climb up on the pedestals and forget that those people made the fucking pedestal. They made the pedestal. They can easily kick you right off that shit. Yeah, that's why I try my best. Don't climb on no pedestals, y'all. With all due respect, that's a beautiful pedestal. Take that shit somewhere else, because I don't belong on a pedestal, man. And I've had many people try to
salute you for that, though. I see you kick them shits over, like.
Dude, but I could tell you, I could see how it could be easy for somebody to get lost in their ego.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to do things for you and give you things and blah, 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 and tell you that you're and it's like, but I'm not, though. The reason we're relatable is because I'm right here with you. I'm ground level with you.
Hell yeah.
But I could see how it's easy when they're feeding that ego. And a lot of them don't know they're doing that. They're really grateful for certain things. And it's like, I hesitate to tell stories, but there was one person that told me that some incredible work that they did in their life, and they attributed it to me. And I'm like, that's impossible. You're not giving yourself credit for the work that you did. And I don't want to say the specifics, but whatever work you're doing in your life, if I'm the soundtrack to your journey, that's all I did was sing you some songs that made you inspired enough to do the work.
So that's more credit than they're giving themselves.
Yeah, and that's where the danger lies, because it's easy to be like, hey, man, my songs are healing people. And that's not what is happening. That's not what's happening. I could fucking clearly see that what's happening is you're saying, holy shit, this guy feels like I do. Right, so right there, that should tell you that we're leveled. We're the same.
That relatability,
right? And then you're thinking that I reached the level of healing. I'm trying to heal. So when you say like, oh man, this guy got it together, I want to do that. I just inspired you to do the work in yourself. I didn't heal you.
It's a misconception. Yeah. So they hear you pointing out the problems, and they're like, oh, he has them solved. Yeah. Like they didn't hear you say the answer to the problem. They just hear you saying out the problem, and it's relatable. So they're like, shit, he figured it out.
And
you're
I
like,
did.
Nah, bro, I'm going through it like you. I'm just trying to show you the same.
I'm dead ass in therapy as we speak, man.
Right, yo.
Trying to gather answers and making sense of a lot of things to get an outside eye. But a lot of people feel like you got it together.
Yo, fans. I'm a fan first. Everybody's a fan, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that fans should be fans of music. Like once we start idolizing the artist who creates, then we lose power of the medicine in the music, because the medicine is in the music. A person may have translated or channeled or whatever energy, you know what I'm saying, according to whatever you believe in, dog. But you were a channel, you know what I'm saying? And then people go to idolizing that, and it's a lot of pressure on the artist. So if you ain't built, I don't even know what you have to be built like, because there's plenty of different scenarios. Some people go bad, some people turn to drugs, some people start believing this hype that they are above what, you know what I mean? So
it's easy to lose yourself. Anything could really, it could be a downfall. You know what I'm saying?
Straight, yo.
Like for example, I forgot what festival it was. Man, I'm about to go on stage. We're doing sound check. I'm looking in the coolers for some water, and all I find is beer. Fucking beer. I need water. The festival wasn't even didn't even serve beer or alcohol.
We performed. I'm not gonna say. It was a stage manager that walked by with the fucking balloon, like it's crazy. I don't know if you know, but if you know, you know. And there's balloons and shit around. It's some different type of shit going on over there, and we trying to bring healing, man. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy, man. Going back to like the whole thing about channeling and worshiping the artists and all of that. It's crazy because it's like the whole shit about my music, at least. And I know a few people like this that are just telling their story straight up and down, like not trying to make a song, telling the story. So every year, for some reason, February 2nd, I drop an album. I didn't realize that till somebody brought it to my attention. It was like, oh shit,
baby.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's just me wrapping up last year and putting it out.
A year in review, though. Right. Really.
So should I be praised and pedestalized for just telling you what happened to me? Like, I'm just telling you what the fuck happened yesterday.
I understand them giving props because of the way you articulated see, because people might have been able to break down their year, but in the way you put it in rhythmic form, that's not, everybody can't do that. I had to start understanding that. I used to be rapping and people like, oh, and they were like pulling their fucking hair out, like, this guy is so dope. And I'm like, it's so easy to me. And so you kind of overlook, like, damn, everybody put rhymes together or words or song as a pattern, you know what I mean? And so at that point, I'm like, all right, I get what you're saying. But you related to it because you broke it down the same way. You understood it. That just might have made you dance to that shit. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, that dance, when people are like dancing, they start to please artists. That shit is scary. For both parts, man. The artist will become inflated and will become a stalker. It's like,
it's dangerous.
You gotta kind of act, man. Even with conversation and people arguing online, and it's like really venomous shit that people say to each other, yo.
And the crazy shit, man, is like now with social media, it's harder to take words back. You could apologize before, but now it's printed, shared, fucking commented on. Like, I could forgive you, and then that shit comes up in my memories as a fucking text, and it's like, now, well, I don't know how I feel about forgiving this person.
Why did I forgive him?
Yeah, so it's real dangerous to just, that's how I feel. That's how you feel in the moment.
I see that.
That's how you feel in the moment.
You ever see somebody, they're angry at the moment, right? Don't like ever use social media in anger or inebriated or shit like that, because that comes back. And I seen people delete. It'll be fast. That might have been up there 1 minute and they deleted what they said because they didn't really feel like it. They questioned their judgment, but the nearest blog site or whatever already picked that up. They saved it. They clipped it up, and now you got bad PR. You know what I'm saying? Off some emotional shit, of some shit you didn't mean. It's really hard to take stuff back now. You're right.
Yeah.
Unless it's in person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and that's the problem. To me, if it's not in person, does it really count? Because everybody's strong as fuck behind the keyboard.
That's true. In face-to-face, you have way more reasoning. Like, nobody really wants to get punched in the face. So,
and not even just that. Like, let's say we face-to-face, right? You might realize that what I'm saying is not coming from anger, but when you're reading it in the text, you're mirroring, you're reflecting your feelings.
Yes, you don't get the emotion
onto the text. So you're like, oh, this person's mad, and I might be over here waiting to see what you're doing today, but you're reading what you doing today.
Yeah, you're right. Super duper right.
That's
you can't hear the
inflection
in somebody's tone or anything, yo. It shit gets lost in translation.
Yeah, and if you want to be mad, you're gonna be mad. If you want to be offended, you're gonna be offended.
Yeah, that's real. I believe in life, you get what you're looking for.
Yeah.
In any situation. Like, I don't know. People be like, what happens at them festivals, man? What do you really go to? Like, what happens is what you want to happen. Yeah. I seen people get fucked up. I seen people go for healing. I seen people cry. I seen people laugh. I've seen people all over. It's just what you go looking for is what you get. You reap what you sow. All those sayings are around for a reason. Get back what you put in.
Yeah.
Real.
I've seen people have a horrible time. I'm never coming back. And then people's like, this is the best thing ever. I'm always coming back.
Right.
So it's like, well, what are your intentions set? And what are you looking for, man? If you want to be offended, you're gonna be offended. You're gonna be offended. You know, if you want to be happy, you're gonna know how to maneuver, man. And some people are under this fucking delusion that the world is theirs, man. And it's like, nah, shit, you're offending me, so change your ways. If you're offended, go that way. If I'm somewhere where I'm like, yo, I don't feel wanted here, I'm not gonna hang out and tell everybody to fucking want me.
No, that's a fact.
I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here. I go where I'm appreciated, not tolerated.
That's real.
You know,
that's the realest shit ever.
I read that somewhere.
Yeah, I've read it too. I say it a lot, but I heard it somewhere. I didn't make it up, but I say it a lot because I feel like that. It doesn't matter who you are. And I'll subtract myself from that situation. Yeah. If I don't feel like I'm wanted to be here, or we not appreciated, or we like, what are we doing?
Yeah. And I'm going to let that person be them. I'm not going to give them the sheep's fucking clothing to put on their wolf ass. I'm going to let them show their true colors so that everybody else can also see the signs and go that way and be careful and maneuver with this person. But if you doll up this image of this evil person, then every other victim, you got a hand in that shit. If you ask me,
that's real shit.
Because now I just gave this dude the costume to get that person.
Victimizing.
Bro, just let people be, but be aware. Be aware. Be aware. They'll bury themselves.
Yeah, you're right. Get somebody enough rope, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know the thing with the thing with the thing and the thing with the you made the bed, now the shoes fit.
Yeah. The shoes fit.
You done made your bed.
Now lie in it. You like, what? We just compound phrases, man. We put phrases together that don't make sense, you know what I'm saying?
Man, when the bed is made, that shoe might fit now.
Bird in the hand means the shoe fits.
Don't put all your eggs in the bag.
You don't want to put all your eggs in the bag, all right? That one's going on a t-shirt. Don't put all your eggs in one bag.
Don't put all your eggs in one bag.
Whatever that means. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real, for real. How you feel about Diddy?
No, bro. I don't want to talk about that, but I do want to mention something. For real.
It's 120 new cases, bro.
No, but here's the fucking thing, right? Shit. Years ago, I had the plug for Bad Boy. When I was doing Forensic Records, right? Had the plug for Bad Boy. And I was like, no, thank you. Because at the time, it was known that to sign the Bad Boy was to
a bad deal.
It was a bad deal. Your career's going to die. You're going to have a single with Diddy dancing on that.
That's before the free calls. Before you heard about that, you heard how it was bad business.
Then, after the whole Brother Mikey thing, I was at IPD and I met somebody. I don't want to say a name, but it wasn't malicious. You know who you are.
You know who you are.
And was like, I got to plug the Diddy for that new show that he was doing, where he was doing like it was like American Idol or like The Voice. Remember that last show he did?
Yeah, that was good. I watched that shit.
Yeah, but they had the plug for Diddy. I was like, why would I want, especially now when I found purpose in my music, why would I want to go to Diddy? Like, this dude is saying that don't even got nothing to do with the free calls. But bro, I went whoop.
I dodged that bullet.
Twice, because I'm not starving. I'm not trying to, I need to be famous. Bro, it's going to be what it's going to be. Yeah. I gave up my old music career and thought that I was done with music when I found, the purpose in the Brother Mikey.
Right.
But 2 times they came at me with the Diddy bullet. I was like, skirt.
That almost was the first place I went to, man. I ain't go that way, but like, I knew Black Rob. Black Rob was a friend of my pops, my family. Rest in peace to Black Rob, man. Banco Pop. Word. But he wanted to take me and my brother. He's like, yo, Anto. He's telling my pops, Anto, your kids, you gotta get the demo. I get it to Puff. Whoa, and I'm like, damn. I was excited. I was like 11 years old.
You was gonna go to Flavor Camp.
Flavor Camp. Yo, pause, sir. Pause. So I never pursued that route and shit. City, but like, I don't know. How about if that was the MO? Or, I don't know what type of shit they had going on, but
that was around Usher time.
Though. It definitely.
That was definitely the MO already,
so
bro.
I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. Like when a lot of people talk about the Diddy's, like we know people that are connected to them circles,
Right,
bro. Like
right,
where
right.
we come from and the past that, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not surprising. It almost feels like, I told y'all, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not interested in talking about it. I just wanted to, there's a couple close calls and you too, I see.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right. It's like you never know what kind of. First of all, there's 6 degrees of separation. So if you're not out here careful, you bound to get in some kind of bullshit. You got to be watching yourself. Now, what I'm speaking about, I was a child, but like, you really got to be on your up and up. And your kids too, like all that parents be trying to make their kids stars and shit. You know what I mean? Like
you're serving them up in a silver platter a lot of times.
Man, y'all better be careful. Y'all watch that Nickelodeon shit. It's a lot going on out there, man. And like protecting the children is #1 on my list. I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of shit that goes on out there.
Yeah,
but I don't know about anything that. As far as Diddy goes, I don't know.
Nah,
what was illegal, what was freaky, because
I don't have information on Diddy.
Yeah.
I just know the MO and the fucking, what everybody used to already think. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that when you signed a Bad Boy, it was over for you.
That's real shit.
That's what I was going on. I ain't never seen a success besides who? Who had multiple albums on Bad Boy besides 112? And Biggie. Biggie's second album, he dropped and he passed. Nobody. You get one chance.
It ain't even nobody that came out that situation alive and popping that you be like, damn, he did. Shout out to Mace. That's it. But look at what Mace had to go through to get out of this shit.
Word. I mean,
that was a tough label to try to be signed to. Well, I think
not like literally, not even joking, dog.
French Montana was over there with them. He at one point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A lot of people over there at the parties,
But you know what, though? Yeah, there's more people at the party. I was going by the whole label shit. But there's people that ain't signed to Bad Boys. Like a lot of people. And here's the thing, though. Just because you went to a party with Diddy doesn't mean you went to the freak offs.
That's a fact. Yeah, it's different levels. I mean? It's levels.
It's different levels. People even said it. Like Nori in that episode of Drink Champs when he was talking about them doors. And he said, I reached this door that I wasn't popping enough to walk through. You know what I mean? There's levels and doors, and there's what they call clout now and everything.
But
you gotta have a certain level of.
Like son was like, I don't know, man. I don't be feeling like this. Like they was pressuring people into doing shit they ain't want to do. That's
Hell
the part
they was.
hard for me to believe. I think people was in there on their free will. Like you know what it takes to be popping in this room.
All right, but there you go.
Like you get FOMO to think that I can't get in this room. You see what I'm saying? So then it's like it leaves people in question of like, yo, fuck it, man. Whatever we gotta do, we gotta. See what I'm saying? That's a choice that you make.
Yeah, but then you
like,
think about Flavor Camp, though. What about Flavor Camp? You think was old enough to make that choice?
No.
Was old enough for them 48 hours? That's what I'm saying. And then there's people that if you dangle the carrot, I don't think it's by your own free will. Because you got blinded by the carrot.
I could dig that.
But now if you like, yo, freak offs, everybody in here is taking it, you know what I mean, and whatever. And then I say, yeah, sign me up. Then
Mad
I'm there
baby oil, you son, week is going down. Freak off is live right now.
I saw a meme with some cops busting the building. They just sliding on the floor. Just like sliding on the floor. They was like, yeah, that's the raid in Diddy's house.
I just seen a clip of this dude. He go up to Young Miami and shit. She's like, what's up? She in the car. He's like, yo, could you sign this for me? It's a baby order bottle and shit. Her security is like pushing homie away, but he looked like he want to laugh. He's like, yo, you wild, come on.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
You
can see it in his face when he's like, I saw things I shouldn't have said. I shouldn't have saw. And then when they asked him,
would you let your son go to Flavor Camp?
Hell no. Come on.
Look at the first clip of when he was going.
What my mom said. You heard my mom's, bro. She said,
hey, she said straight up.
She said, you ain't going to no Flavor Camp. You ain't going to taste my son.
You ain't going to taste my son.
Yo,
and that's, I'm telling you, I don't think as soon as she found out
we come from
Diddy was offering the deal, I don't think you would have took that deal anyway.
Fact.
She would have swooped in like, sure, hell, you're not going to taste my kid at Flavor Camp.
my moms don't play about me. She jump out the window. Yo, that shit.
As it should be, you gotta protect your children, man.
Facts, yo.
You gotta protect your children. And the crazy thing is, she'll still jump out the window because we never stop being a kid.
Nah, forever. That's why I don't even tell her when I'm going through some shit. If I got a problem, I don't even let my moms know. I'm like, let her rest easy and just hang out and do her shit. You know what I mean? Because Man, it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
I don't like to put that's the worst. The worst shit for me is putting some kind of pain on my moms. You know what I mean? I'll be like, nah, I'm good. I'll bear all that shit myself. Champion style. Anything negative is temporary, man. Don't ever let that shit bring you down. It's the y'all out there. Like if you woke up, you winning. If you got breath in your lungs, you winning. And
you know what's crazy?
That's that.
You know what's crazy? That's a fact. But on the flip side of that, it's also true.
Yeah.
So every win, that celebration is temporary as well. Doesn't mean that you lost. It just means that when something shakes your celebration up, it ain't the end of the world. It's just a fucking cycle, bro. You're on the down. You know what I mean? But it's
a fact.
I
don't dwell in the losses long, and I don't relish in the wins. I got to keep going. There's always tomorrow and shit.
Yeah, enjoy the moment.
That's you're like, oh, word, salute, and then just keep it pushing, man. Everything is temporary. Yeah. People be ready to because they said some wrong shit or they scared to. People just scared of life right now.
Hey, you on the lighter side of that though? I ain't gonna say his name. But he's a good dude, and it's not bad. Yeah, it's just that he be too much in his head. You know who I'm talking about? He's an artist.
Oh,
yeah. So he be too much in his head, and he'll think he fucked up on stage, and nobody noticed nothing until he points it out. And I'm like, yo, really, stop telling people you fucked up. You had everybody in your palm of your hand, right here. Pause. You know what I mean? But yeah, so he gets in his head, and then it's like, oh, and then now I can see you're in your head, and then you start kind of stumbling over your shit, and it's just you. It's all you, man. It's all you.
The mind is powerful, dog. And once you start to think something, you put those thoughts into action, they'll make your body, your movements, everything wrong. You gotta
and your nerves will fucking take over and everything, bro. If you allow them to.
You just gotta roll with the punches, bro. Shit is real in real life. I be hearing you say that when we on. Like, you fuck up and start the song over. Yo, man, play that. Play that how you be playing that.
How you be playing it, yeah. Bro, see, that's MC shit, though. That's all shit I got from MCing and everything from when I used to rap, where it's like, bro, people be out there asking me, like some of the artists, yo, man, how you get the crowd so activated? Can you not hear me? I'm saying make some motherfucking noise. I'm requesting them to make noise and activate.
Yeah.
And it ain't clap for me.
Nah,
make some noise. How you feeling? Make some noise for whatever show we at. Make some noise for yourselves. Let me hear you that you hear. And they give me that energy and I give it right back. And now it's an even exchange.
Yeah, I like
but
that.
It's not like I'm just, I got this particular song that makes them scream, bro. It's like, bro, when I see that, we still here, everybody good, make some noise, let me hear you.
Live.
That's
y'all
all
with
MC
me?
Shit.
Y'all with me? Y'all still here? Y'all tired? Anything is engagement.
I always think of Rakim because MC means move the crowd. You gotta move the crowd. I mean, you gotta move the crowd.
Shout out to the God.
And a lot of people, I believe a lot of people are the same way certain artists be. A lot of people in their head, they want to dance. They don't want to be the first one, or they might feel like everybody's watching. You know what I mean? So you activate them, and then they start just activating. And I've seen people come out of their shell, bro, at these places.
Super duper right. You ain't never lied like that. That's what it's really based on, man. It's getting an engagement. A performance is a two-way street.
Yeah.
It ain't just you putting out energy or them. People blame shit on the crowd, and I'm like, fam, this. Yo,
if the crowd is dead, I'm gonna give a whack show. But if the crowd is dead, I feel like I didn't do my job.
Right. It's a double-edged sword. It's a two-way street. We got to be like, what's
because
up, yo?
People come to these places to have a good time. So let's have a good time.
That is a fact.
So I got songs that I see people crying, boo-hoo, bawling, crying. But that wasn't my goal.
Yeah, right.
I'm just expressing a part of what I went through. And it was a moment that you could relate to, and we cried together.
I seen people crying and smiling. I'm
and then I also see songs where I'm like, bro, this is a dancey song, and I see people dancing and still crying. So you don't know which one is gonna catch their emotion. It could be the dancey shit, or it could be the happy release.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? So I've seen artists purposely try to make crying songs, and it don't work. I see it fail.
Yeah, you're right, man. You can't. It's not what you're trying to do. It's what you're doing. That goes for, you know what it is? It's like you can't make music for what you think people are gonna like.
Right.
If you making it for you and nobody else in mind, You gonna get people to laugh and cry and all that shit.
Yo,
when
the
it's
saddest
time.
shit, the saddest songs I've ever heard, or not to call them the most emotional shits I've ever heard was somebody's actual story.
Yeah,
Every
right.
time you get to the milk and the meat and potatoes of it, it's somebody's real story that they went through.
The vulnerability.
Like, brother, them country tracks where homie was talking about his father. And he's looking at it. Who is that?
That's Luke Combs.
So the album,
Fathers and Sons.
Fathers
album,
and Sons,
yo.
and then I realized he's telling the songs, the stories.
Big shout out to Luke
from
Combs.
both. Yo, big shout out from both perspectives. He's the son and the father.
Right.
So at first I thought he's this song is to his father, and this was no, bro. He's
In the
telling this
same
perspective
song,
from
different-
both.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think that's genius, but it's super relatable to people like me, who's a father and a son.
Wow, it's brilliance in making those, because that you're not.
So I could listen to some of his songs and be like, I can't relate because me and my father weren't like that. But me and my son are. So when those father moments, I picture my son singing to me.
Right.
And then those moments he's singing by his son. So it works. It reached me.
That's
and
a
those
fact.
are powerful songs because
That's a fact.
it's his story. It's his true story. He didn't go out there, I'm going to make an album to make people cry. He said,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell stories about my father and my son and me being a father and son.
My favorite songs, those of real life, not the glitz and glamour. So I like those joints too, but my favorite songs are like that. They're like about real stories. It might just be a day in your life, a regular day in your life, not even something that was extravagant, but it was something about the relatability in a regular day in someone's life. Like, damn, that's a regular day in my life too.
We start finding out that we're not alone. We're not the only ones going through certain things. Just like
Fact.
we're not the only ones, that got good shit.
Yeah.
You're not the only one going through some hard shit. You be thinking like, damn, man, I'm going through this. And then you find out through a song, like, oh, shit.
There's not many artists that do that for me no more. Now they are. I think now I'm noticing a lot more. But like of current hip hop,
I gotta go
It's not
underground.
many,
I gotta go underground to
Yeah,
enjoy hip hop these
me too.
days. Like I like some of the stuff on the radio, but it's like it's not speaking to my inner being. It's more like, yo, that beat is dope. That catchy melody. But when I go underground, when I'm listening to them lyrics, or when we on the road, listening to the satellite radio,
it's a fact.
and then
bro.
you hear people talking like that one dude, I forgot who that was even, that was talking about how why should I tell my story when the people making the money are the ones spinning the block, and he start telling
a song. He said making a song about nothing.
Yeah,
I
there you
forgot
go.
who that was. That shit.
And the song was about so much more than nothing, but it was a song
like
about
that.
nothing.
This year, last year. No, let's see. Like them people, them artists for me was like UFO Feeve. Shout out to Feeve. It was Ransom.
Yo, every time we had a show, every time in 2023, every show we had, when we're headed back home, Feeve dropped a project.
Brand
UFO
new.
Feeve, brand new project.
Shout
I'm
out
like,
Twin was popping, bro.
Bro, one of the busiest artists. Go check him out.
That's a
you know what I
fact.
mean?
That's a
UFO
fact.
Feeve
The
got New
catalog
York
is
on his
getting real
back.
crazy
Yo,
right
yeah,
now.
that joint. He got a whole project with Fredro produced it.
Yo, that shit was
So shout out to Fredro Star, OG,
Man, that was
Onyx.
fire, man.
Yeah.
Fredro, them beats is sounding magnificent, fam.
Yeah.
But yeah, artists like that, man. That's what's pushing the needle for me. You know what I'm saying? There's a few of them. I don't want to like,
Because
you know what I
Feeve
mean?
shares his story. You can hear it in it. You can hear it in
Relatability,
it.
dog.
He'll take you down to walk down the block, bro. And
a
you
fact.
on the block, walking
That's
down the
a
block.
fact.
It's vivid. It's vivid and it's lyrical. I'm telling you, it's refreshing, bro, because that's what hip hop is, man. That's what hip hop is. And then that's
shit
no
telling-
disrespect to no artist.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
real
yeah.
shit, people are forgetting the element of storytelling, man,
Tell
of that
your story.
lyricism, bro. You know
Tell
what I
your
mean?
story,
Tell
yo.
your story, bro.
When you doing that, the people relate. How could you not?
Even if you caught up, I be telling you, like, even if you caught up in the life right now, but you sharing that story, you might save somebody. Just because you ain't get out. It goes back to the whole, we not singing about where we at, we singing about where we trying to be.
Yeah, that's
I mean?
super real. That's
So you
super
never
real.
know, man. You never know. Before, people didn't understand when I'd be like, yo, hip hop saved my life. Be like, how is hip hop? Because they don't see, if you ain't live that, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't even see hip hop as real music.
Right.
But it's like, bro, who was the ones related to us?
Fad, a 51-year-old fad.
Yeah.
We still rocking.
You know, and it's everywhere now. It's undeniable.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's
every ad, every movie, everywhere. So I heard somebody saying, I can't remember who it was, just the other day they was saying that like they believe the elder artists. Oh, it was D1, yo. Shout out to D1. He be talking some real shit. But he say people are afraid to be themselves. Power, because a person evolves, you know what I mean? And you no longer think the same. But being that this is the stuff that sold the records before that, you still saying something you no longer believe in. And you promoting that to the children of today. So like when you didn't know better, then you get a pass for not knowing better. Once you know better, you armed with that knowledge. And then it's your responsibility to carry out. If not, then you neglecting the kids purposefully. So the music don't hit the same. You know what I mean? You still talking trap shit. You don't trap. Like you can speak on what's going on. And so now you've lost the element of telling your story. You know what I'm saying? And you lose the sense. I was like, yo, that shit makes a lot of sense. I hear a lot of raps that they go and start doing the same thing. And you like, damn, nothing changed. Yeah. Something has had to change.
That's a fact. That's
you
a fact.
of a certain age already. You can't. I know you don't think the way you used to think. That shit don't make sense no more.
I know a lot of people that get stuck in that and grow old in that mentality though.
That's the truth.
A lot of people. So you gotta.
That's the truth. But if you're being valid to yourself, and if that's the story, and that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Then you
when it comes to the artist telling the story, that's a fact.
But if you know better, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard. I think we gotta really be kicking the perspective that we really have in order to change shit. If not, then you just making what you think the people want to hear, keeping the culture stagnant.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. Because what they promote, what they push, is that spin the block shit.
Right.
They're not pushing the positive joints.
That's a fact.
You gotta trick the radio into playing your positive shit.
That's a fact, yo. I went outside the venue in Chicago when we were at the Naco show to smoke outside, and security was like a young Mexican dude, hood dude, and he's like, man, you said you were with the artist, right? And I was like, yeah. He said, man, I never heard nothing like that. That shit is dope. This is tough. And I'm like, damn, but you never heard that because it's not being pushed. Positivity is not being pushed. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is all in your face, from habits and going out and spending your money and worrying about the brand that's on your body and all that shit. Nothing is about real life no more. So that's why you're not hearing the shit that you hear. You got to know where to look for it.
That's why we gotta bring it. That's when we went to the last show in Chicago made me really realize that. Like we really gotta bring the medicine to the city, man.
Fact, yo.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
To the city. Like I met so many good people and everything, had great opportunities built and learned a lot about my artistry in the woods, man. But it's time to hit the city, man, and come full circle. There are people that
are ready
want that.
for it. They love that shit. That had me. That blew my mind. Like I was introduced to this style of music, style of living in the woods, and like seeing it in the cities, I was like, okay, oh, this is something right here. You know what I mean?
And we was all outside,
right,
with the car bump, and we was just singing and stuff. People was just walking by smiling. Like, bro, that type of energy is needed in the city too, man.
It is. It is. People have lost the ability to communicate, to smile, and really have conversations with each other, man. Like, we fucked up. We text. We got machines. We don't. Like, nobody knows how to vibrate, you know, pause, like going one-on-one,
human
face-to-face.
contact and everything is a rarity now, man.
It is.
To even have customer service, bro, to reach it. I give you $100 if you could reach a person at any customer service. You know what I'm saying?
Don't know how.
Yo, for real.
There's no customers. If you drive through order something where you got to go get some food and speak to somebody face to face, you're gonna see the conversation is weird especially when it comes to like young people, man. The conversation is awkward as shit. Yeah. You can't get straight answers out of a lot of these young people. They act like they don't understand what you're saying. Like, I know I speak good English. Do you not understand me?
Yeah, it's wild, man. And it ain't even, I don't even think it's like the whole age difference in language thing, because I know a lot of people, you know, slang and everything changes and stuff, and the older folks are always, but I think it's more,
everybody understands.
I think it's more attention span.
How are you? Everybody understands that. Yeah. They don't know how to, they make eye contact with you.
No,
shit.
you gotta be on, gotta.
FaceTime right in front of you. And they're like, oh, hi.
Oh, shit, how you doing? You're like, bro, I'm right here, dog. They sending you high five emojis. I'm like, nigga,
this
I'm right
tech,
here.
listen, man, tech is taking our humanity from us. And I'm not against tech. I'm not one of them, like, but I just see the obvious, bro.
We went from using it to relying on it.
That's a fact.
That's where it got dangerous.
That's a fact, man.
That's where it got dangerous.
And we sat down in a certain ceremony circle, and when I seen that people's thoughts and ideas and speech patterns were kind of, man was stuttering. We watched the man stutter, couldn't get his idea out of his head. Someone walked around, collected the phones outside the circle, and his speech pattern flowed clear and through, fluent. I blew my fucking mind. I never seen anything like that. It was
like an energy disturbance with all the
man.
devices.
All these devices on us, from watches and this and that, the ring. It's in your ears. You know what I mean? Like, you got to take a break. Unplug.
We got to unplug.
We got to unplug. Y'all make sure y'all check out Brother Mikey's music. Unplug. It's a beautiful song, and it's relevant to what we're speaking on right now.
Yeah.
Take a chance and enjoy what the fuck is real in your life, man. Plants, the animals, the people that love you and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Bro.
Like, it's cool. Capture the moment if you're going to capture it. But then put your device in your pocket and take it in with your real senses, man. You know what I mean? Live for you. If you're there, here's my thing. If I'm here and I came on here, what am I worried about showing you that didn't come?
Right. And people are paying money to show other people that didn't pay that money.
And imagine if you liked it like this, imagine how it'd feel through your actual eyes. Take it in.
Exactly.
I've seen some beautiful shit. We've had some crazy experiences in the sky even, dog.
Right.
Going into these places and all of that. But it's like, if we lived it. Now, it's me as an artist, I need to be getting the fucking footage for media. But I'm always so in the moment. I always, so it's what it is. It's what it is, man. It is what it is. I started living my life a little bit later on, so it's hard for me to put the phone up, and I'm like, bro, I want to breathe up on top of this mountain right now. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm going to go back to the city soon. I'll see this in flat ass Florida. Bro, I got no pics of our Chicago trip.
Damn, I got some dope ones.
I only got a couple from that Bean when we went to the Bean. I got a little bit of footage, and I got a picture with all of us at the rooftop bar, but I didn't.
Went to the Shameless house, man.
Did
you watch all the seasons, or you ain't even started?
I ain't
right?
even started, bro. We got here,
so
and I
just be like,
I've been trying to set this up.
I was there.
I definitely want. And I gotta catch up on
Shameless. Y'all tell Brother Mikey how good Shameless was. Like, you seen Shameless, I'm sure.
And I went to the house and everything. Never really. I think I saw the pilot.
And I was over there fangirling and shit.
Yeah. He paid the extra to get on the porch and everything. In the hood too. In the hood, bro.
So you got to come visit this house in the daytime, motherfucker. I know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, it was beautiful. Chicago was a vibe.
Yeah, it was, man. It felt a lot like New York in ways, in a lot of ways.
It did.
And yeah, it was dope. It was dope. I liked it.
Good times with good people, man. We had a fucking blast over there.
Oh yeah.
We've been all around though. Where you from? Put in your comments, right? Where you from? Where you watching from? Where you at? What's going on? We want to know all that shit, because we might come to a town.
And where are the spots where you are? What are the dope spots we should see when we're in town?
Out, man. We be on some road trip shit. We hit the road and we don't play. I'm talking about we gonna stop wherever. It's like that. We living like that.
Yes, sir.
So please let us know what's going on in your town. I would love to know.
Man, what was that spot that last time we was in that had that little stage area for sale? It was like 8 acres. Fire. But then in that town they had caves and caverns and shit, and then they even had a venue in a cavern.
I know the town. I can't say it though, but we trying to buy that shit.
Yeah.
Then y'all finna be on the trail. Buy that shit.
Yo. But yeah, we've been seeing a lot.
Off camera.
Yeah. Let me know, because I was trying to tell my lady about it and I could not remember.
That shit was beautiful, right?
Yeah, it had a lot of spots.
We pulled into this place. We was on the way. First of all, we're not even supposed to be going through this way. It was an accident on the highway.
That's right.
So it rerouted us and took us a whole nother route. And then we just seen this beautiful venue. It looked like it hadn't been used in some time. And it was up for sale. It was up for grabs, and we looked at it and saw gold. So
yeah, it looked nice. Like you could see it happening there. You could see things.
Yeah. I looked at it so I could see people dancing. I wasn't high or no shit like that. I'm just saying I could see this happening in the future.
Yeah. And that it happened in the past. It had character. Like you could feel that.
Right.
There had been some legendary shit go down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Seriously, man. And we on this mission, this journey is like making this shit happen, man. Wise man told us we were gonna figure this thing out. We figuring this thing out.
Yeah, we figuring it out.
You know what I mean? A day at a time.
We need this economy to get better. You know what I mean? Because this economy been making it hard. I ain't gonna lie, it's been hard, and it's like trying to figure next year out. Yeah, I'm trying to figure next year out. Music is still coming for sure.
The music is coming.
But
we just can't figure out if we want to eat or fill up the tank.
Yeah. Yo, I need to start selling merch for real. I always forget to plug or sell. Nah, we're gonna be on some.
Sell the merch. Sell the merch.
We got to keep this movement moving, man. You know.
Yeah, y'all come check us out, man.
Yeah.
Yo, this is fun, man. This is fun.
Episode 1,
is
baby.
Fun. Episode 1. We ain't done.
Hell
I thought I was gonna rap. Yeah, not yet.
It's Blessing Mikey.
The Green Room.
You already know.
Episode 1. Love.
And everybody want the medicine. The medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow.